no!
Oh, dang it. This is strictly just for funsies. What's going on, guys? Today, we're turning. I'm really excited. I don't have a lot of time, but I need to turn something. I feel like I go through withdrawals or just a longer period of time where I don't turn for a while. I'm usually busy with Etsy orders and things like that, so turning and filming it is kind of a big deal to me. We have these two kiln-dried ambrosia maple bulb links that I ordered from Got Wood LLC, and I think I'm going to turn these. These are going to be some fun little snack bowls, personal bowls. They're already round, so turning them should be fairly easy. So with this video, I'm not looking to like teach you guys anything or show you a new technique. This is strictly just for funsies. And these are some of my favorite little projects to do because obviously they're quick and easy. They give you a quick sense of accomplishment, and again, they're just fun. I have no plan with these. We're just gonna kind of let the artist in me shape them, but what I do kind of have in mind is round. I want this to be very round. So if we can, we'll get it. If we can't, it'll be fine. But that's what we're going for, is a very like circular, spherical sort of roundness to it. And with that, let's get this going. I'm not sure if I want to do a foot or a mortise. I think I want to do a mortise. I just don't know that I made this the right size for my chuck now. Barely. Triple check, make sure this is gonna fit. Ooh yeah, looks good. Should hold up. Alright, definitely took a little bit more work than I thought, but we got this thing shaped out, and now we're just gonna sand it real quick, get it done. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make you guys sit through and watch me sand this. Let's just skip to the next one. I can live with that. That took me way longer to shape or to get this bottom nice than I thought it would, but getting this bottom nice is important just because if you get it nice at the beginning, you don't have to go back and do it again. So we're gonna sand this up and then we can get the chuck on here and start hollowing these bad boys out. But dang, this ambrosia maple looks so good. Yes. Okay, the rest I'm gonna kind of have to sand out, I think, but dang, I like that. Now we get to do the fun part, hollowing this out. I want this thing to be kind of thin in the end. Mark out our rim basically there. Might not be the right tool for the job, I guess. Oh no! I was worried that my mortise might be a little too shallow, and it looks like that might have just proved it. Okay, it didn't break, it just came off. Just came off the mortise. Oh no, cracked. Oh, dang it. We definitely have a crack there, but I'm gonna super glue that back on and try this again. I think I was just being a little too aggressive. This maple obviously is hard, and I'm impatient. So, we'll be right back. This thing is so small, it's hard for me to get the banjo in the right position with this in there. It's gonna be tricky, but I think we'll get it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna try and remove as much of this inside nub as I can, and then I think we're gonna detach. All right, we are uniform, and now we can actually final shape the inside of this. There's still a decent amount down here at the very bottom, so that's where we're gonna be working. I think we are done here. It's looking really good. Sorry, the lighting is awful. Let me switch sides. It's looking really good. The only thing that needs to be done now is sanding. I'm very, very in love with the shape of it. And I think it looks great. I think it's a good little bowl. All right, we got this sanded up to 220. It looks so good, you guys. Oh, I'm in love with it. We're going to be using Clapham's products today to finish these bowls. So we're going to start with their beeswax cutting sanding compound just to get it ready for its final sanding and then finish. So let's get it. So you don't need a lot of this stuff, but you can't have too much of this on your product. I just wipe it on with a rag. You can use a brush if you'd like. Whatever. And what this stuff does is it just soaks into the wood a little bit. It makes it easier to turn if you still want to turn and get a finished cut. It makes it easier to sand, and it also raises the fibers in the grain, just like if you would spray some water on here. But this stuff I think actually soaks into the wood a little bit better than water, and when you go to do your final sanding on it, like I'm gonna do with it, I think it just gives it a better sanding finish. Or if you have a wood that's like really dusty and maybe really toxic, put this stuff on there, let it sit for 5-10 minutes, and then sand it, and you'll have a lot less dust. Okay, we'll just let that sit for a little bit. It looks good though. All right, we are ready for some gorgeous finish. We're going to stick with the Clapham's theme. We're going to be using their salad bowl finish to finish up both of the bowls. Apply a generous amount. All right, we'll let that sit for about 10-15 minutes, buff it off. Let it dry again for a little bit, and then we'll apply the final polish. This finish feels dry. It doesn't feel like it's coming off on my fingers at all. So we're gonna polish it off, buff it off, I guess, and then we're gonna apply the polish. We are gonna let this sit again for probably another 10 minutes, and then we'll apply the polish, see how that comes out. Now it's time for the beeswax polish. We'll see what kind of a sheen this puts on there. We're gonna kind of just wipe it on here to get it started. And then we'll turn on the lathe and buff it in there. That looks great. I love that finish. It's not too shiny, but it's definitely there enough to let you know that it's got a finish on it. All right, let's get this off. Oh, frick. Ah, I hate this. I hate this. I'm just gonna put this box under it because I always drop this thing. Ugh. Yeah, see? Ha! Good thing that I did, huh? New chuck. I need a new chuck. I've already said this before, but I need a new one. Yes. Oh, it's so light. It feels so good. I love it. So we got this finished up. We just need to do the bottom. I do need to turn the second bowl, but you guys already saw me turn this one. I'm not going to drag you through turning a second one. If that bugs you or you really do want to see me turn a second bowl, let me know down in the comments. So in finishing up this first one, I wanted a little bit more of a sheen on it. So I decided to try just putting on some of the Clapham's hemp wood wax to see if I could get it just a little bit shinier. And I did. I got it just a teensy bit shinier. I love it because it has a very natural look, but there's a little bit of a sheen on there so you can tell it's finished. So I'm gonna apply that on the lathe here, and it'll just look nice. We're gonna take a healthy dollop here. We're gonna let that sit for 5 minutes. All right, now we will buff it off. Yeah. I am digging that. All right, guys, that's it. These things are done. This is the first one that I turned, and of course I love it. A couple of things I would change about it. There are, see if I can show you, these little bug holes. I didn't fill with black CA glue. I filled them with just clear CA glue, and they're pretty transparent, and they got some sanding dust stuck in there and stuff. Just a dumb thing on my part. I should have done it with black CA glue. They still look fine. It still works as a little snack bowl. This is the second one that I turned. Compared to the first one, it's a little bit taller and it's a little bit wider as well. Because obviously with the second one, I learned and I was in a groove and I knew what I was doing. I literally would change nothing about the second one. It is flawless, I think. The shape is perfect, the inside's perfect, the foot is perfect. It's great. The first one will work, it's fine, and it's good for this little set of 2. I just wish that it came out like this. With that, the only bit of knowledge that I have for you guys on turning today would be take your time when you are making your first cuts on your first bowl. Make sure it is exactly how you want it or pretty dang close. That being said, I thought this was exactly how I wanted it, and I thought it was pretty dang close. But with this first one, I definitely knew in the back of my head there was still a little too much material on the bottom of this. I could have hollowed it out just a little bit more because it's very bottom heavy. But with these 2, I'm definitely not gonna beat myself up about how they came out. I'm very happy with the way that they came out. And this whole video was just about getting out and turning and having fun. Do me a favor and leave me a comment down below on something that you would like to learn from me. I say this all the time, I'm not a professional, I'm not the best wood turner there is, but I have been doing this a decent amount of time, and I feel like I can provide some decent knowledge for you guys. All right guys, that's it for me. Be good, be safe, be happy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.